This is Liberty Prime with Base Builders, and welcome back to RuneScape Dragonwilds! And if y'all are enjoying this game, please let me know by leaving a like on this video. And the best way to make sure that this game stays on the channel is to subscribe, so that you don't miss out on anything. Now, while I was grinding, I noticed a couple of things that I want to take care of, and they're both on the second floor. So let's jump right on in with the Eye of Oculus. See, what I'm thinking is that this roof right here needs to be extended out just a little bit. Maybe we should make that a medium width roof or something like that. I believe that at the moment it's just a bunch of little short pieces. And I do want it to stay, pretty consistent from side to side. What am I stuck on? Oh, I probably should have done the Eye of Oculus from inside. Because I do need to work over here. Let me make sure that I've got enough. Yeah, see, I don't have enough leash to go over there, because there's something over there that needs taken care of as well. So we're going to get out of the Eye of Oculus. We're going to go hide inside the house so that we're not spewing pink all over the place anyway. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten that I was doing a little bit of grinding over here too. But we don't need to worry about that right now. Let's just get right back into that Eye of Oculus. And now perhaps we can do what we need to. Starting with this roof over here. Now what I was trying to get at is that I want to make sure that it's consistent with this over here. But I would like to move it out at least, one small piece worth, maybe two. Now the other thing that I want to take care of is, well, let me get out of this piece so that I can do some more gesturing. With this little guy, with these little dormers, let me get this rotated correctly. With these little dormers, I think that it needs just a little bit more sticking out. Let me get over here and do the same thing real quick before we have to rotate our piece again. But having it stick out just that little bit more is going to make it look a whole lot more consistent with the rest of the house. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, but thankfully I only managed to destroy the piece that I wanted to destroy. But yeah, having that stick out just that little bit, that does make it look a little bit more consistent, especially from the front here. And I need to remember to put it on both sides, huh? Alrighty, yeah, I like that look a lot better than I did just that sort of bare naked look that it had before. But let's see, if I were to move this out, ooh, come on. If I were to move this out a little bit, there's, just plain a whole lot more space inside, or will be soon. And we've got such a huge balcony here that losing some of it is not going to hurt us in any way either. But I do like the way that this looks with all these smaller pieces, so, not quite decided yet. Maybe I'll just move it out extra far. Let's see if I can manage to only kill the things that I want to kill here. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten that I can't pick up pieces as I go. Well, we'll get up here with our real person pretty soon anyway. In the meantime, we'll just have to put up with some sparkling. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten that there was this small bit of roof here. I'm not sure that I needed it, and I can't remember why I put it there, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But what I am going to do is go ahead and move this out, maybe a medium piece's worth. Let's see how that looks. And we'll probably need to destroy some of this as well, won't we? Alrighty, we need another doorway here, which is here. And we need it to be, sitting up at the right spot, too. Okay, let's get some of these corner pieces going. Oh, I guess I don't need one over there. I just need one over here. My wrist is a little bit jumpy today. I wonder if I should put a little bit of a window right here. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. Oh wait, now that I'm thinking about it, let's see if that roof should just keep strolling on down. It probably should now that I'm thinking about it. So maybe we do want another one of these. Yeah, that might work out all right. Not going to try to put a dormer on this side though, but I am going to try to put some roof. There we go. Now we can. Oh, it's not going to like me, is it? That might just be. Yeah, okay. I require more materials to build this. So let's get up there and pick up a whole bunch of sticks because there's plenty waiting for us. This staircase is a little bit more touchy than I wanted it to be, but I don't really feel like I've got enough room to widen it anymore. Of course, I could move it back that way, but then I wouldn't be centered with the door anymore. Don't like that. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this little space behind here, so I've got a few little puzzles to solve. Didn't expect that to happen, but hey, we'll just figure it out as we go. Oh, you're cozy near your base and bed. Sustenance, hydration, and rest drain more slowly, something like that. I never seem to get the tail end of that comment. But it's good stuff, whatever it is. You can see a little bit of evidence of my grinding back there. Didn't really bother to kill all of those or splitter all of those quite yet. I'm going to get to them eventually. But let's get back to this roof for a second and just sort of see what it turns out to look like over here, and maybe we will put in a dormer over there after all. So we've got at least some small purpose to this, or this could just be plain old storage area. Well, we'll figure something out. But oh, you know what? We'll do it with the Eye of Oculus. And possibly I should go run to my crates and get a little bit more wood while I'm doing things. Oh, baby. We've got plenty stored up, and it looks so empty now with the 99 instead of the 50 limit. Let's see how much room I've got. I've got plenty of room left. I'm not even going to be overburdened, although I think I'm going to go make myself be overburdened. There we go. That's a much more familiar feeling. All right. So let's go on back inside and get back into the Eye of Oculus. Here we go. And we're going to get back into roofing. Eventually, once we manage to get out of our house. Okay. Now you're not going to be all red at me, are you? I think that's the correct spot for it. Let's check from the inside, though. Yeah, that looks proper. And we are still going to need those little skinny bits of roof so that there will be a consistent look in both places. Just, it kind of gets me a little bit, the way that these roof pieces overlap. It always looks like something is just not lining up correctly, but apparently it is. So let's do a whole bunch of little skinny ones. Let's start at the top for no good reason. Alrighty. And I guess I do need to destroy this little thing. Hopefully nothing else. Okay. That is looking proper. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one, because we know already that we're going to need to. And roof the rest of this. And level up. 29. Can't remember what I'm going to get next with that leveling up. And I do need to cover this up a little bit, don't I? That would be a small corner wall thingy. Okay, go in the right spot, please. This is not a hard thing to do. I am not asking the moon of you. There we go. Alright. Now let's go over here and see how that looks. Well, that chimney looks a lot more in the middle of the house that way. Let's see if I'm still happy with where the chimney is. Because I could scooch it over a little bit, but boy, we'd be losing even more space, and I'm not sure that I like that idea. don't necessarily need any extra space over here. I believe that what I'm going to put... Ooh, I think that what I'm going to put there is that rune altar thing. Let's get over to crafting. It is always nice to have a rune altar in your base. I mean, I often just wind up leaving it outside, but it doesn't need to be. But, oh, boy, this is a little bit tighter than I was expecting it to be. And, of course, we could put it over here instead, but... Oh, wait, I think it's just telling me that I don't have enough stone. So let's go fix that real quick. Well, we could just destroy this other one, or we could just pick up a whole bunch of stone, but I seem to still be overburdened, huh? Let's see how much I got. 438. Do I have any stone on me? Well, let's check real quick and find out what we actually need. We need, yeah, 3 more stone. Let's see if I can make that happen, even though it doesn't seem to want me to. I believe that there was a spot back here that has some stone. I think I'm seeing some right there, or right here, or right at my feet. Oh, stop fussing me with that. Okay, fine. I will put down some of the wood. Earth. And I will trundle very slowly to do it. Okay, let's just go ahead and put back 99 of them. That should definitely do the trick. And I might already have some stone stored over here. Yeah, we got plenty of that. Okay, now can I do various things? Let's just go ahead and destroy this. Here we go. Now where can we fit you? And shall we go ahead and pick up a little bit of wood while we're here? Yes, yes, we shall. Alrighty, let's see where you fit. Well, you certainly fit there. But do you fit here now? Yes, you do. And I would like you to be... Ooh. Oh, come on, just a little bit better. Okay, well, here we go. How mysterious. Well, I don't really understand why it's doing that, but I'll go with it. That's a good enough spot for that. I might change my mind about it later on, but that'll work for now. Anyway, well, okay, let's get back into the Eye of Oculus. I wasn't done up there. I can't remember what I actually needed to do up there, but I think I needed to do something else, didn't I? Let's find out. Once again, my channel motto is FAFO, so let's do yet more of that. Okay, we were going over here. I believe that one of the things I needed to do was to figure out... Oh yeah, I don't need one of these pieces. Let's see, I was thinking that perhaps I could put a little bit of a dormer there, but yeah, I don't really feel like I need one. I think that maybe I was considering moving this chimney over like 1 square's worth. Now, what would that do in here? Well, I mean, it would block off some more of this. It would give me more... I would get completely lost in the walls. Let's go for a smaller piece to be holding on to while we're doing this. Oh, good grief. The Eye of Oculus moves a little bit too quickly sometimes. Okay, let's see how this would work as a sort of a storage space. Maybe putting some crates in there for the moment. Oh, wait, you're telling me I can make a lumber storage thing again. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do that real soon. But while we're here, we're gonna do some of this. Well, I could certainly make it just clip through the walls, but that's not what I'm after. I'm after something that makes a little bit more sense. So we could have, yeah, we could have pretty much just one of these. Let's see about some of those decorations, some of those barrels. Ooh, maybe we could put a keg barrel there, or a wooden bin. I'm afraid that I need some more decoration options here. Well, we can put this, we can just go ahead and put this here. I don't know, I might revisit this whole area later on and figure out something different, but for the moment we're just gonna cram a little bit of decoration in there. Let's see. Don't I have anything else as an option for decoration? Whew. You know what? There's a place where I could go to maybe see if I can upgrade my decoration abilities. How's about we pop over to Bramblemead real quick? And how's about I learn how to speak clearly again? That sure would be helpful. Okay. Let's see, what do we need? We need some water and some food. And make sure that I got a knife in my hand, because apparently I'm being ambushed by crickets. I definitely need to up my fighting skill, because I'm thinking that coming up real soon, we're going to have to sneak our way into the swamp and get a little bit more interesting supplies. Something like clay, for one. And oh, what was that other one? The tar stuff, so that I can make that, that trunk that I like. But there's all sorts of things that I could open up there, and once we have managed to sneak our way into the swamp, and I keep saying sneak because those goblin warriors, they can get a little bit, ooh, they're not scary they're not that scary one-on-one, but when you get surrounded by 3 or 4 of them at the same time, yeah, that gets a little bit ouchy and a little bit insta-deathy. So, not a fan of that, especially not at this lower level. But, you know, we can sneak our way into the swamp because crouching seems to stop them from being able to see you remarkably well. So we can sneak our way past them, hopefully. And I'm going to take a quick look around and see if see if anything interesting is ambushing me yet, which it isn't, other than maybe some chickens. But we can sneak our way into there, and from there we can sneak our way into the fractured plains, which I have almost 0 experience with because I was having a whole lot of trouble figuring out how to actually get in there. I eventually did figure it out, but I know very little about that area, so we're going to have to find out about that one together. But anyway, let's get just a little bit of flax while we're in here. And what I'm aiming for is that trunk that occasionally includes some interesting little loot, which, you know, it's in one of these destroyed houses. I can never remember which one, other than we're not there yet. But let's just keep on. I think it might be this one over here. That looks trunkish. Let's go ahead and clear out the rest of these little ruins first. I want plenty of flax. Eventually I'm going to get, you know, various interesting crafting stations that I can use the flax on. But hopefully we're going to find something interesting in this truck. A wooden barrel, barrel pile. Yeah, let's just go ahead and destroy the vestige of a threadbare grain sack. I made one of those just for fun. That gives you the recipe for the bag of noggin. And it does actually give you some defense, but it looks really silly. Let me show you what that looks like. Oh, come on, face me. Yeah, that really looks just a little bit too silly for me. So, we're not going to be doing that anymore. We're going to put this one on instead, which is no less silly, but still. It's a lot more... more a look that I can stand to have, but let's go ahead and just take all of that and let us learn the plan for a wooden barrel, which is not terribly exciting, but at least it's a little bit of something. We can stuff it up there in that little corner. Alright, well, that's giving us something. Oh, and I kind of forgot to notice what else I learned, but oh yeah, barrel pile. Okay, yeah, not that exciting. Few more little bits of flax, and then we're going to go right on back and put a barrel somewhere. And y'all, I did pick up this locket. I can't remember if I did it in a video or not, but let me make sure. Yeah, okay. We have picked up the locket. We can now see ghosts and do that kind of thing, but I have yet to actually do any of that kind of thing. I should do that soon. But that can take you into some slightly dangerous corners, which I'm not quite up to yet. But, you know, the way that you get up to that kind of thing is by going ahead and doing it and, you know, die a few times, but you'll still level up eventually. So, you know, we might tackle that before too much longer. But my next plan is definitely to start sneaking our way into the swamp and see what we can get from that. It's an interesting place. I did die unexpectedly there once and was told that I died from bad choices or whatever because I got killed by that large monster that is in the swamp somewhere. It was unexpected and I don't know what I did to call it upon me, but something certainly called it upon me, and it killed me very instantly. But it wasn't that hard to avoid it. Then from then on, I'm still not sure what I didn't do that managed to avoid calling it down. The best thing I can think of is that I stayed out of the swamp water as best I could, but anyway. Point being, we're going in there soon. Perhaps next episode. Let's see if we can maybe put a nice little barrel right up there just to tug it away, and we don't really need to be in the Eye of Oculus for that. I think we've done all the things that I really needed, well, we've already taken care of the roof line, which is what I wanted to be in the Eye of Oculus for. I'm still a little bit, I'm still thinking a little bit much about whether or not I want to move that chimney over. But for the moment, let's just think about moving this keg out a little bit and putting a barrel or two behind it. And then there could be at least some small point to this little nook back here. Alright, let's see about you. Okay, we have a wooden barrel, a keg barrel, which is what we've already got there, and a pile of barrels. Ooh, well, you know, those actually would kind of fit pretty nicely in here. Let's see. Okay, I want to destroy you for the moment. You will come back. Let's see how well the pile of barrels fits. And it's really hard to tell how far back I can go with this. Let's just try. Okay, I'm going through the roof right there. Let's move back just a touch. Let's try putting it about here-ish. I can't really tell yet. Well, let's look from outside. That's not coming through the roof. That's about the best I can tell. Well, that's certainly occupying some space. I still kind of like the idea of having that keg barrel up here somewhere. So let's go ahead and make that happen. But I want to be sure that this whole place is just a little bit decorated. And not just because the wizard is going to complain if I don't do any of that. That might not be the best place for that keg barrel, but we're going to leave it there for the moment. Oh, you know what? I was planning to put some beds down, and I'm going to get to work on that before too much longer. That little yowl y'all might have just heard. That yowl's name is Jin Yang, and his nickname is Air Raid Siren, and he is very well named. Or very well nicknamed, I should probably say. But, yeah, what are you gonna do? He's a cute little sucker. He's just also a very loud little sucker. Let's see what else we want to do. We're going to be putting a bed here, and a bed here, and a bed here, at least one. And the same on the other side. And that side's looking a little bit bigger, so I might make that my my theoretical bedroom, but, you know, we have options here. But this is, yeah, I didn't really intend for this to be such a large upstairs, but it's going to host it's going to have plenty of room for plenty of players if y'all want to take this and run with it. Definitely feel free to steal my ideas here. But let's get back on down and take a bit of a look at our current status. And see if there's anything else that we need to work on before we just stick with decorations. Because I think that decorations are what's up next for this house. And I think that the swamp might be what's up next for us. At the very least, there's going to be some nice, interesting little crafting available with that. Looking forward to it. Well, y'all, I'm going to try to keep this one to a half hour, so we're going to have to wrap it up here. But if y'all have enjoyed this little vacation into RuneScape Dragonwilds, please do let me know by leaving a like on the video. And if you want to be sure that we keep coming back, please subscribe so that you don't miss anything. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.